Hello and welcome back to Omnis Technologies. My name's Ryan and today we're going to do a demonstration on Microsoft Teams video conferencing. So let's take a look. Okay, so we're at our PC. I'll open up the Teams app and I want to mention that there is a downloadable desktop app like this, but there's also a browser-based web version of the app too if you don't want to download something or you're worried about instructing people how to download something, that that option available, but it is limited compared to this one, and I'll show you how. So to start a meeting, we're in our Teams tab, and we'll go to this little camera icon. It'll normally give you a preview of your webcam, but since I'm recording down here, my camera's not going to route over to this. Alright, I've switched up my settings, so my camera is now going into Teams. We can see a preview here in the window. I can add a subject if I want. And I can just call this demo. I click meet now to start the meeting. And now we are in our meeting interface. Tells me I'm a presenter, which is great. Okay, so a couple features here. We'll see that there's a timer. I may or may not like that. It'd be nice. I don't know if you could turn that off, but it's a little distracting. Our classic audio and video controls, share controls, more action, we'll get to that, hand raise, show conversation, which is the chat, and participants, where we can see who's in the meeting. This is where we can either invite someone by typing their name in if we have their contact, or typing their email in, and we'll send them an email with a link to get in on that web-based version that we talked about. And then we can also copy this join info to paste it into Slack, paste it into any message. So the first highlight I want to spotlight, it's under the More Actions menu, and it's the background effects. And in Zoom, maybe you've experimented with changing your background to an image, but what's cool about Teams is they have a blurred background setting. I'll click apply, and you can see that it gives a shallow depth of field effect, kind of like a DSLR. So if you're taking meetings and somewhere with a distracting background, this could help people pay attention to you. It looks a little corny to me, honestly, but it is kind of neat and it's a unique feature to Teams. But I'll just keep it with the standard thing for now. Another feature I want to spotlight in Microsoft Teams is the Notes feature. So if we go to More Actions, Show Meeting Notes, we'll see that we have access to a text document here. And this is going to attach to our meeting in the feed that I'll show you in just a minute. But if I come in here and I change the title to demo, and I can leave notes here. So if I'm talking about the pros of Microsoft Teams so far, we've talked about the background blur, and the meetings, or the meeting notes, yeah. And so that's saved. I can close out of that. And now if I go back to that first window, it's going to keep the video going. It's going to go up to the top left. And we can see that in our channel feed here, we can see that there's a meeting and that there's notes for the meeting. So if I click into this, there are our notes. And that's pretty handy when you're looking at the feed of your meetings and other projects you have going on in the Teams app. So we'll go back to the video here. Now I want to cover some of the cons that I've come across in this app. And one of them is that when you share your screen, so if I share our new homepage, make sure you check out our site. We've given it a facelift recently, omnistech.com. When you share your screen, your participants will no longer be able to see your video, only your shared screen. So in the other apps we've tested like Zoom and Google Meet, you're always going to have that video feed because that's kind of the whole point of video conferencing. So it's a little strange that sharing your screen cuts your video until you stop sharing again. And then another con worth pointing out is that since there is multiple tiers of Microsoft Teams, you kind of get what you pay for. But unfortunately, in this In the free version that I'm demonstrating here, you can't schedule meetings like you can with Zoom or with Google Meet. You kind of have to do it on the fly like this and send invites and add participants as you go. The option to add calendar invites is a paid feature in Microsoft 365. So if you're looking for a video conferencing solution that's free to use and you're considering Microsoft Teams, hopefully this gives you some insight about what features it has and what some of the drawbacks are compared to its competitors. If you need any help with video conferencing, make sure you reach out to us at Omnis Technologies. Just email info@omnistech.com, and we'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching. Bye.